Welcome to West Ham United, Edson Alvarez. And 15 minutes ago, West Ham United announced the signing of Edson Alvarez. The midfielder makes his way over from Amsterdam of Ajax to East London of West Ham United. And yeah, finally, we've got the deal over the line. Finally, we can call him a West Ham player. And finally, we've started our transfer business for the summer transfer window. And it's a good signing. He is a good signing. Scouted by all accounts by Mark Noble, and given the go ahead by both Steiden and David Moyes, he is now a West Ham United player. Now let's hope the signings can start flooding in now. The likes of Ward-Prowse and Maguire, we are hearing are close as well. But it's good to get that first one in. It's only 2 days before the season starts. I'm not panicking at all. But, we're in the position we are in now. And I'm delighted to say that Alvarez, 6'1". I think he is. He's got 4 goals for Ajax last season, all headers. You can see why David Moyes gave him the go-ahead. A very strong, physical midfielder who can dominate. And, well, we've been saying up until about 2 days ago, will partner the midfield alongside Lucas Paqueta. That is now in doubt. But whoever's going to be there, I've got confidence, hopefully, in Edson Alvarez, sort of shielding that defense there, and really giving us some solidity. I wouldn't expect him to start on Saturday. He'll have to bed in, won't he? The famous last words. He'll have to bed into this side according to David Moyes. So let's hope he can be part of the squad for Saturday, away to Bournemouth in our Premier League opener. Get him surrounded with the sort of with the team and everything, and the dressing room and training ground and all sorts, and get him training and get him up to full fitness as soon as possible. Highly regarded. He was wanted last summer by a lot of clubs, and we've managed to get his signature this summer. Let's take some of your comments and see what you guys are saying. Finally signed. Just need to get Maguire and Ward-Prowse through the door now. Fathead, hi Jake, welcome to West Ham Signing City. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you are well. Phil says at least he is eligible to play against Bournemouth, which is good. Yeah, I think it's 12 o'clock tomorrow. I think it's the cut-off, isn't it? The last working day at midday, I think, is the cut-off. But I wouldn't expect him to play. We all know what Moyes is like. Cyber, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Do you reckon? I'm not sure. We will have to keep an eye on that one. That is for sure. But yeah, buzzing with this signing. I think the package deal is around 34 to 35 million pounds. That's what they wanted, and that's what they're going to get. And very good signing. Let's hope now we can start to rebuild this midfield, because Lanzini's gone, Rice is gone. We know that. Well, maybe Paqueta's going as well now. But let's try and form a midfield together that can actually start a Premier League season, which is better than we've currently got there, which is just not good enough in Flynn Downs and Thomas Souček, in my opinion. He is a new arrival for around 35 million pounds. He's won various trophies in his career. He's played in the Champions League for 4 seasons straight now. He's got 2 goals in the Champions League. Let's see. So he's played the majority of his career in that defensive midfield role, but he can and did at some points last season for Ajax drop back into that centre half role just to cover if needs be. Just looking at his stats here, Champions League. He played a few games last year as well, so he was quite a key player. Ajax bought in a replacement last week for him, so they were expecting him to go. They bought in a replacement, so we pretty much knew from that moment. He played 31 games in the Eredivisie for Ajax last season, scoring 3 goals and assisting 3 times as well. In his career, he's played 115 games at defensive midfield, 28 games as a centre half. So of course his predominant position is in midfield, but he has got the capability and versatility to just push back a little bit into that role as well, which could be handy. You never know what situation we might find ourselves in at some point. Let's have a look here. Fathead says will be the same agreement as Rice nowhere this year. If we get 85 million next year, you can go and turn to Paqueta. Maybe. Fathead says I've got £10 on Maguire to be our top scorer this season, banging in the headers. That's for sure. Lawrence, thanks for joining us. But with James Ward-Prowse chucking the set pieces onto his head, exactly. It's a set piece dream team. It really is. Right, I'm going to try and go over to the West Ham website now to see what they have had to say. Oh, it actually worked. Right, now I've got to move screens and go ahead. Right, I can see it now. West Ham are delighted to announce the signing of Mexican international Edson Alvarez. The 25-year-old has joined the Hammers on a permanent contract until June 2028 on an undisclosed fee after the club fought off strong competition from other European clubs to bring him to the London Stadium. Don't blow up your own trumpet, West Ham. A strong and versatile midfielder, Alvarez moves to English football from Dutch club Ajax, where he won 2 Eredivisie titles, and less than a month ago, he won his second Gold Cup with Mexico. Capped 69 times by his country, Alvarez has extensive European experience with Ajax and is now looking forward to playing Premier League and Europa League football with West Ham. It's a huge sentimental moment, Alvarez said, in his career. To join a club like West Ham is a dream for me and my family. I'm very happy and proud to be here, said Alvarez, who speaks fluent English after learning the language during his 4-year stay in Amsterdam. Being here in London and seeing London Stadium, it's amazing. I can't wait to play here in front of the West Ham fans. The Premier League is a special league, the best league in the world, and I think my style will suit it. I now have a responsibility to West Ham and to the West Ham family, and I will give absolutely everything for the shirt. Manager David Moyes is looking forward to working with a player who ranked first in ball carry distance and second in pass attempts in the Eredivisie last season. Moyes said, we are really pleased to add Edson to our squad. Get to the point, Moyes. The midfield area was one we were especially keen to strengthen this summer, and Edson will complement the other positions, the other options, we have in that department. He's an experienced international player who has enjoyed great success for both club and country during his career to date. We're excited and welcoming to West Ham for Edson Alvarez as well. Alvarez will wear the 19 shirt, and there he is signing his contract. I'm not going to read any more of that out because I'm not going to. So there we go. That is what it says on the West Ham website, and we are delighted to have him in claret and blue. So hopefully now we can continue on with signings of James Ward-Prowse and Harry Maguire, which look very imminent at this stage. Maybe another sign tomorrow, and Saturday could be the time we see them. But the funky little video we did on Twitter and social media was very nice. Switching from Mexico, which is his country, over to his home, which is now East London, and hopefully he can buckle down and get straight to work, knuckle down, and really sort of hit the ground running, because that's exactly what we need. We can't have what we did last year and sort of bed in and do all this crap. We need to get these players functioning well together, and that's why we needed the pre-season, but we haven't got that. So we've just got to do what we got to do. We've got to do what we've been dealt now, and we're going to get a mix of players like Edson Alvarez, and then Premier League proven experience, which David Moyes quite clearly wanted this summer after what was a near catastrophe last summer with the players we signed. Moyes wants a reassurance of Premier League quality. That's what he's going to get with Maguire and Ward-Prowse, and he's got a player that Noble and Steiden have both agreed on and scouted in Edson Alvarez, that hopefully can be a very, very key asset to us in all forms. He's got lots of European experience as well. lots of European pedigree at the highest level with Ajax, so that will help us next year or this year now in our Europa League campaign, which hopefully can go the distance once again in Europe. And yeah, listen, we needed a midfielder. We've got a midfielder. I'd still like to see us sign another one, which hopefully will be Ward-Prowse, Maguire, and then a striker, maybe a fullback. And I think we've done our business for the summer. We've left it late as we always do, but we seem to have started to get the cogs working, started to get the train going. We've sort of realised after that Bayer Leverkusen game that flipping out, we need to get our backsides in gear and sign some players, because we were in no fit state to start the season the way we played last Saturday. So hopefully this is the start of a free-flowing amount of signings for the Hammers, welcoming many players to the London Stadium. And let's hope we can hit the ground running this season. Let's hope we can get some points on the board early. Get these players expressing themselves, play the system that fits into these players, help these players moise. Don't play the negative style of football we all know you're going to play. Mix things up a bit. Play to the strengths of these players. Because there is quality in this squad. Yes, we've let go our best player, and it looks like we're going to let go our now best player in Lucas Paqueta, but there's still quality in this squad. And if people say there isn't, then they're just lying. There's a lot of quality in this squad. We've just added a lot more quality to it in the signing of Edson Alvarez. And I just hope that he can, he can form a bond with his team, and hope he can be a successful acquisition in claret and blue. But yeah, thank you very much indeed, everybody, for watching us. My quick announcement and reaction to the signing. We had it. Here we go from Fabrizio Romano yesterday, and now we have the official confirmation from the club that Edson Alvarez is a Hammer. He will wear the number 19 shirt for West Ham next season. Thanks everybody for watching in the chat. From me, come on you Irons. Tonight, join me at 7:30 UK time. I will be joined by a former West Ham player to discuss this signing and the upcoming season. You won't want to miss it. 7:30 right here on West Ham Unofficial. But for now, that's it from me. Come on you Irons, and I'll see you soon right here on West Ham Unofficial. Thank you very much. See you later. Bye-bye.